boosting up my mic. Can't hear anything, oddly enough. I'm wondering what's happening there. Is my sound capture going weird? Oh, hey, Calyx. Oh, okay, good point. Yeah, I might actually need to just find some music that we can put in when we're playing. Starting the stream, but usually stream starting is dependent on okay, I seem to have opened up something that's completely messing up my audio input. There we go. And now I can hear myself, or rather the game. My mic might be a little too high, so we adjust that. There we go. Hopefully I'm not gonna blast anyone's ears now. But yes, welcome to the stream, and the starting stream time is usually how long it takes for me to set it up on YouTube, because since we're using multi-stream this way, you have to set up the YouTube stream manually each and every time. Not as easy as Restream, but I do like the fact that we can do it without giving our info to a third party. Oh, okay. I usually have it up and running for like 5 minutes as I get ready in the background. Now I'm doing a bit of a pre-flight check to make sure that everything is going out, including just making sure the audio is monitoring and set to output. And as you can see, unfortunately, while I was practicing this morning, I ended up killing the boss from last night. So we are actually continuing on from that point on. I was getting closer and closer to a no-hit, and then I was like, you know what, let me test out the spear and the one-handed sword for a different build on the boss. And then we got to phase 2, and I was just so entranced by the whole fight that I completely forgot to not kill him. And once I just killed him, I was like, you know what, I accidentally killed him, I'm just gonna stop here. And we might as well continue it on stream. Yeah. If you head over here, a bit of a slightly gruesome look with Fang Yao cradling the boss's head. Her sister's head, in this case. I do believe we can talk to her.
Ling and I, along with several others, were abducted to be forced into marriage. Ling was already here when I arrived. She was always so strict, never letting me eat my fill. We quarreled often back then, before I knew any better. In time, our bodies wasted away. And then she told me that starving ourselves thin was our only chance of escape. But Ling, she... Ling, it's me. I'm all right. This mighty warrior brought me here. Even killed the madam, she did. Plunging Snowfall Palace into chaos. You would have cried tears of joy at the sight. I'm not going back, Ling. Let's find a new home. What do you say? I still remember your song, Ling, as clear as day. I'll sing it for you. We'll stay for a song, and then make our way.
Yeah. The reason she's so tiny... he did hit me in phase 2. Phase 1 was okay. You can pretty much just see my end HP right there.
We are. Sisters will stay. Sisters from birth. Sisters till grave. Smithies they are. Scissors they'll make. a tool for us to help us escape. Here I must stay, here I must wait, here in the dark with this terrible snake. Mama is mean and Papa is stern. There's nowhere left for me to return. Uncle, come and stay, but he's too high and far away. Papa, come and see, but all he does is sweep past me.
Yep, a bit of a creepy looking rhyme there. Now, the reason she was shining, as I was saying before she started singing, is because Fang Yao is actually quite young. I do believe so, because at the end of the game, if you're following her quest line, she sort of becomes a surrogate younger sister to her, and that is why I believe it is you sort of need to complete her quest in order to get another ending. Because our current quest right now is to revive our younger dead sister, right? And if you follow Fang Yao's quest, she sort of ends up taking that spot and helping Wuchang come to terms with her original loss. If there's one message that the game puts out so clearly, is that trying to resurrect people or not accepting like the impermanence of life is not the way to go. The game constantly hammers you with it. Like every time someone tries to resurrect someone, they either don't know the ritual or they bring that person back wrong. So yeah.
We'll stay for a song and then make our way.
Yeah, at first I thought she might actually kill herself here, but yes, if you continue on, she survives. However, for this run, I don't think we'll be continuing her quest beyond this point, because we are gonna go for an evil run this time. And in case you're wondering, Calyx, since I know one of you was wondering about this, you actually cannot attack NPCs in this game. You need to take certain choices to actually have them killed off.
Ah, lost your way, have you, young'un? Inside Zhenwu Temple, mysteries await. Your fate shall be revealed, whether you stay or go. The cave is at Hill's Watch Gate. What are you waiting for? Get moving!
And the storyteller pretty much is telling you where to go.
The cave is at Hill's Watch Gate. What are you waiting for? Get moving!
Because if you follow this path, there's no additional route for you to go. Or at least I don't think there is an additional route. Because there are some points in the game where I feel like they intended for you to go another route, but there are quite a few that's locked off. This is one of those gates. Well, I feel like they originally intended for you to sort of go through here and go somewhere else. No, there isn't a point where you can attack them. It's more like, oh yeah, oh, wait, no, that's incorrect. There is a point where you can attack them, and that's during the second to last chapter, where if you follow most NPC quest lines, they either become hostile to you, or they end up falling into despair, or dying to some other cause, at which point you can get their items, usually. Let's make sure our souls are stocked up. Might as well get some magic notes, because we are very balanced at the moment, right? Like really, really balanced. If you look at our stats over here, it's not appearing correctly, but yeah, there we go. Very balanced across 3 stats: strength, agility, magic, all looking pretty good, except for feathering. But yeah, at this point, the storyteller NPC is just basically here to tell you that, hey, you need to teleport somewhere else. And he tells you to go to Hill's Watch, interestingly enough. And I'm not sure if there's a difference if you accept his offer or just go there manually. Because you end up here regardless. No, wait, we are going the wrong way. And this is sort of one of the confusing things that happened during my first run. There is a path to an alternate area that you can take if you go down this way and into the cave. That it leads you to the third area in the game. And if you follow and complete that area, it is possible for you to miss half the quest lines for some of the NPCs, which was what happened last time for us. Oh. I was assuming that killing that enemy actually did not spawn these guys, because he's the one who spawns all the dead enemies around. One of the reasons why we hit him with the strongest spell in our arsenal was that too. Just so that we can kill him off like really easily. But after the patch, I feel like he's a bit easier because he staggers quite a bit, which was not the case. Like, it was almost impossible to stagger anyone with the one-handed sword before. Even with the longsword, it usually came down to...
You have evaded me for the last time. Your life ends today.
It usually came down to using your heavy attacks to stagger. Okay, now, that was the white-robed elder, and I do believe he's... If we go up here, we'll find him talking to himself. Like, similar to Wuchang, he has one of the chisels, and that's sort of affecting his mind. It's indicated that he's suffering from his own inner demons like Wuchang does.
Who are you? Speak! A feathered one! With clearer thoughts than those mindless beasts! It seems you're not like the others. Here, take these. For days I trailed a monster. It led me here, where illusions grow more frequent. I must be close to its nest. This here is an old battleground, grave to many a warrior. That monster reanimated them in an attempt to thwart me. A foolish ploy. These tricks only delay the inevitable. A refugee camp lies just up ahead. I implore you not to linger. That monster is after me, and the area's rife with danger.
Yeah, yes, we are gonna yoink his chisel eventually. In a bit of a grim sense, he sort of understands that he shouldn't be alive. Like, this character is from a very ancient era, at least in Chinese terms, right? Right now, we are in the late Ming era, where the Chongzhen Emperor has died, more or less. And this character, I believe, he's fictional from the Three Kingdoms era. Like Zhao Yun, you might be familiar with him if you played the Dynasty Warriors series or any of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms stories. Legends speak of the White General who led a vast host, vanquishing formidable foes on this very ground, shielding the descendants of Shu from harm. May these valiant spirits find eternal peace, their legacy etched in the annals of time. And yeah, from what I can understand, like when you get his set, yeah, he has been pretty much just waiting for someone to inherit his legacy of defeating the feathered enemies. And this guy is the white-robed general from that long time ago. Like, he led an entire army to fight the feathered creatures, like, in that time period. But then his entire army died. But he survived because he got the chisel on his end. And his chisel, I believe, is the cyan one. The general once commanded his army in a brutal clash against the monsters. Though he emerged victorious, claiming this object, the fallen soldiers and the beasts of the forest transformed into haunting nightmares that plagued him ever since. And I got this from the last playthrough, where at some point he will actually ask us to kill him if he ever goes fully mad, and that's pretty much what happens at the end. Like, he asks you to kill him if he ever succumbs to his madness fully. Go back down. That little area is just to let you know that, or very heavily hint that this is the general from that time period. And I do believe you actually need to get the chisel to get the good ending, because again, from the key items we have, if I can find those, I'm not sure if I had those at the moment. Yeah, I think the key items have reset, but over the course of the story, you're going to find like research notes, and the research notes kind of tell you what you need to revive a person, right? And that's all chisels, a lot of red mercury, and a ritual of sorts. And that ritual is the final area, but it basically tells you that you need to get like all the chisels and not give it to anyone else to complete your objective. Ow. And that spell is actually from him too. Very heavy stagger on that one. This one can actually kill me if I'm not careful. Do the ice spell again. So one of the things that the game very clearly lets you know, like if you are in the skill tree, and maybe I can show it to you when we get there, get to a shrine a second time, is that your one-handed sword is basically your magic build, right? Because when you have the one-handed sword, you automatically regain magic. Like, that's why you occasionally hear the ting of right on time, the ting of magic actually stocking up. And the one-handed skill tree itself has like a lot of magic nodes, like both types of magic. Like if you played Bloodborne, you know that there's like arcane and blood magic. In a similar way, there's like magic here, and then a feathering magic, right? Like you can consider like feathering to be the corrupted evil version of magic. And this is the weapon you want to use it with. I was trying, because I wanted to kind of style on the previous boss, I was using spells more, and that's why I had it. And in the end, I actually ended up killing him. The reason I went with those spells too is because I like the frost theme, right? And the second phase of that boss gives you a huge window to use that giant icicle spell. The downside of that spell is the long cast time, but second phase just gives you so much time to use it. And it's very, very strong, like ridiculously strong. I feel like this is a trap somewhere. Best way I can explain it, right? Like, from the context of the game, it's just corrupted magic and normal magic. Because it's a bit confusing, right? They're both like magic types, but then they're calling one of them like feathering. And you can kind of see where we came in from over there. Here's a shrine I can actually show you guys now. Assuming that person over there isn't coming towards me. But yeah, if you look at the one-handed sword tree, like lots of magic nodes, lots. And if you go down here below, it's lots of feathering nodes. And the main skill over here is called Biding Time. And this is what allows us to regenerate our magic endlessly. And it's a very good sub-weapon to have for this area, because we're going to end up with a lot of enemies that's going to be shooting at us from a distance. I shift to another element though, just to help us out here. Like a projectile fire for one thing. And we can probably use one of the strongest spells in this game too, this one. Because the basic gimmick for, like, you can see that enemy way up there with the flag. He's gonna revive basic mooks endlessly until you kill him. So you sort of have to just go through the area and find where these guys are. And to annoy you, they'll keep shooting at you from a distance. Surprised he's not reviving anyone. Because, oh yeah, maybe they changed it again? Because I know that previously this guy will actually bring out like the undead too. I'm just gonna ignore you for now. We're gonna take the guy on the top first. Allow us to loot the entire first area. He actually brought back the undead, but we managed to kill him. And I believe you get the Lotus spell from that. That spell that these guys are using. Where is it? Might as well use fire against fire. Kinda expensive though, 4 magic slots. Now we can sort of explore this place. If you tried to explore this little area before, the guy above will keep reviving everything. And the game sort of just tempting you with all these items. Sounds like a challenge. Well, I can tell you it was a challenge the first time we did it. But yeah, here's another area, right? Like I said before, there are points in the game where it looks like it connects to other places. And somehow we never end up going to those. And this is like the third one that I've noticed. I feel like the game has some cut content that we're not aware of. Like, something tells me that after you complete Cloudspire, you are meant to go through that little door at the end and sort of end up in this area through another area itself. Because there's an optional boss over here, I think, that is a completely different aesthetic to everything else. That spell is actually pretty strong. Okay. Like, this whole area is just has that in general creepy vibe. And you find out that the rebels ransacked the place. They pretty much just killed everyone at the temple. And in this vicinity. At some point you even find a guy just nailed, yeah, there he is, nailed to the door. And if you go underneath here, you find an entire pool of just blood and skull and bones. The artistry of the door. It's kind of funny. The first time you find it, it's funnier. It's gruesome. It's funny because these guys are actually thieves. So some random rebel decided that, hey, these guys are thieves. I'm just gonna post him to the door. I'm hearing one of our hint birds somewhere. I'm wondering where it is. Probably on the other side. The Demon Souls Penetrator. Yeah, the guy actually doing the... Okay, we need to go the other way first. Because... Oh, even these guys are staggering now. Dealing with them will be a bit difficult. Yeah, yes, the Demon Souls Penetrator will actually just nail a fat official. If you couldn't use projectiles, you had to deal with that guy reviving enemies as you try to explore the area. Not that there's much on this side to explore, all things considered. But yeah, here's another path that looks suspiciously like you could go somewhere else though. I do very much feel like the game has some cut content and they pushed some stuff out. So you're not getting corrupted now by this. Another patch change, I think. I know they made a lot of areas like considerably easier, including removing a lot of enemies. Oh, you're over there. What are you indicating? Like, usually these birds are sort of the game's hint system, leading you down certain paths. And yeah, this is what I meant. the rebels sort of killing everyone and then just burying them under here. I'm not even sure it's the rebels at this point. I sort of half suspect that it might originally be just the Zhenwu Temple people who did this as well. Because there are some hints that the red mercury that we are using to enhance ourselves is made from the blood of normal human beings. Oh, and yeah, this is where it comes out. He didn't come out of the fourth dimension. It's we've been killing those enemies, right? The guys who are shooting the lotus flowers. They will actually revive the undead. Like, keep doing it until you kill them. And that means that there's one of those enemies somewhere in the vicinity, and I'm guessing he's below under the cave, because I know there's one of them over there. And these pots, like, you've been destroying pots all the way through, right? So you might be thinking, okay, I'm just gonna smash through them. But if you do that, they actually release poison that follow you. And this is sort of our path. Like, if you were not using a magic build, you had to run up here and deal with the Lotus guy. Oddly enough, the game is like really, if you took some time to read everything, the game is like really straightforward with all their traps, right? Because I do believe somewhere terminology? I think, yeah, it's terminology. Including the fact that you dive from falling. They actually have each and everything explained here. Maybe it's not terminology. Mechanism, yeah, I think that's it, right? So if you read this, you'd actually know it's a poisonous jar. And this is available to you like straight off the bat. So if you took the time to read them, you know how they function. I don't think I can hit the guy over here with any spells. And he will actually be hitting you with another type of debuff called Despair. This game's version of Curse, more or less. Oh, I can hit it. Okay. Like, one-handed sword just making things a lot easier over here. I don't think it does, because I remember reading about some of these traps before I came across them. At the very least, I remember reading about the spike traps before I came across them. And now that he's gone, the undead are no longer reviving. Yeah, he was the one who was actually sort of bringing them back to life. And this is a thing with Wuchang, right? If you have the right weapons equipped for a certain area, or even the right armor, like if I had armor that is good against corruption, I could just wade through this without any problem. Not sure. Like, my current armor is not so good at corruption. So let's shift a bit. I think this is actually the best one for corruption. Pirate armor is actually okay against corruption. It's just my champion stuff that's not good. I'm half debating getting the additional deluxe version costumes just for the glamour. I'll be honest. I have no idea who said that. Stone? Might be the one enemy over here. If there's an enemy. There is a chest here, I know, which is used to upgrade your health vials. Although, because we're on NG+, this is just giving us more souls. But yeah, if you were on the wrong armor and you're walking through this blood, it will immediately corrupt you, more or less. Oh, so that's what you were hinting. I didn't even notice this. I completely forgot about the cave. See, when I said that these birds were like the hint system of the game, this is directing you to the fact that you can go through here. Turning off 3-room mode. I didn't realize 3-room mode like made it so different, right? I'll probably be using it for our no-hit run at level 1 with no equipment or something, right? Because I feel a bit uncomfortable at that point. What am I locking on to? Oh, you. Okay. I think my spell's gonna get hit by something else. Never mind, it hit him. Useful. Alright, one-handed sword, definitely the way to go to in that area. Just for that magic buff. Forgive my folly, Lord. I allowed my dearest friend to fall into temptation. Forgive my violence against my kin, a sin most grievous. Lord Christ, thou who reigns eternal with the Father and the Holy Spirit, hear our prayer. Amen. The creepy music in the background, like really setting the ambience for this area, right? I'm okay with this one, to be honest, but the very final area of this game genuinely was like unnerving me. Let's wait for one more point of magic, because I want to use ice against him before we go in. Oh, you know what? Let's not use ice, let's use this one. Equally effective. Not equally effective, a lot more effective. It's actually one of the strongest spells in the game. It's an interesting choice, right? In the older Souls games, they usually rely on silence and what the player feels to set the mood. So you as the player are not prompted in any direction to sort of feel one way or another, and you can kind of see that's the case with a lot of people agreeing in video essays and whatnot, right? But later on, I've noticed that like Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, they use music a lot to sort of set the atmosphere. Like I can't think of Liurnia or the starting areas without the music for that place. Like a very different feel. Same for Altus Plateau. Yeah, I missed these two NPCs here before because I went to this area first last time. It's very easy to mess up in this game. So let's see our dialogue for these two.
Wuchang, is that truly you?
So, even though he doesn't show anything physically, I do believe Heiyozai is suffering from feathering as well. And because of that, he's slowly losing his memory.
It's nothing serious. My memory just isn't what it used to be. And I'm feeling weak, drained of strength. Oh, and I met a girl named Fang Yao on the way here. There's something about her. Like she reminds me of someone. There was something I couldn't place. She looked so lost. I couldn't leave her, so I brought her back to camp.
A missionary at the refugee camp spoke of a resurrection ritual at Zhenwu Temple. Strange, wouldn't you say? The bride turned monster in the shaft was revived with some kind of object. If that's true, then another must be hidden at the temple. Head to Zhenwu Temple and search for the items. I'll check your old home. Let's meet there if you discover anything.
Very rarely. I always almost play with my headphones on. Unless... if nobody's at home, then I might just put it on speakers, right? I don't really like disturbing anyone else with the sound of my gameplay. And generally, I feel like it's a lot easier to immerse yourself when you hear things with a headphone as opposed to a speaker. Especially with later games, because my headphones are like... it's the PlayStation 1 with the 3D surround sound, so it's like really good when you're playing by yourself. Not so good when you're editing. That happens to me. That happened to me with the older model of the headset, right? It hurts your ears after a while, so you can't wear it for too long. And some of the heavier headsets do this to me as well, which is why I also have like an in-ear headset that I just plug into the controller now and then. But yes, this character, I believe, is also sort of needed for the good ending. He's the one who actually tells you a lot of your past and how the resurrection ritual works. I think you need to get him alive to the end to get the good ending. But like I said, once we get to the final chapter, I'm not going to interact with these characters because I feel like at that point, there's a chance that they might die. Because during the final chapter, they are feeling like very, very lost and confused. And it's only after talking to Wuchang they sort of stabilize. Like, hey, Yozai over here completely loses his memory, more or less. Unless you talk to him, at which point you can kind of remind him, right? And Fang Yao is originally with Hey Yozai, but because of the loss of his memory, he sort of wanders off. And then she gets lost. And I do believe if you don't talk to her, she might die there as well. And yeah, this character sort of hinting that Fang is now our sort of surrogate younger sister.
I never expected to run into you here. You're the warrior Hadashia spoke of. Are you not? I ran into Hadashia at Hill's Watch, where he helped me bury Ling. He said Hill's Watch wasn't safe, so he brought me here. The camp's safe and all, but having returned from a trip outside, his memory's been fading. At night, he calls out in his sleep, mentioning someone named by you. Must be someone dear to him. I wonder if there's any medicine that might help him. You're needed elsewhere, right? I'll take care of Hadashia. I know a bit about medicine, so I won't cause any trouble. You're needed elsewhere, right?
Head to Zhenwu Temple and search for the items. I'll check.
A bit of NPC context that I missed before. And I actually came back to this little camp multiple times because I sort of knew, because of the campfire, that somebody was supposed to be here. Just never met them till now. And if you go down here, you sort of end up in a little safe area for all the NPCs. Like a lot of the NPCs you met will be over at the refugee camp now, because we are basically in chapter 3. And this is the alternate path. Like this whole area is optional, the Avian Marsh, but I think you need to do it for his quest, because he's hunting the boss in the area.
I came through the pass, and as I approached the forest, the illusions intensified. The monster must be hiding within. My long search has finally come to an end, and now my soul may find solace. You possess great strength. Will you join me in the forest to end this demon once and for all? Should I fall prey to bewitchment, stop me at any cost. I would not wish to be a pawn to darkness and cause havoc.
And yeah, you can agree or refuse. And I don't think there's any benefit to refusing. But we're gonna refuse him for this run. I kind of feel bad to actually do it, but you know what?
You have made your decision, and I respect that.
He's okay with either thing, though. Interestingly enough.
You have made your decision.
Now, we agreed to not kill him this time. But we are gonna do the optional area, regardless, because I do like the boss in that one. And there are a few goodies we can pick up in that area. And if you head over here, we are basically in the second hub for the game, the refugee camp. It's our kid over here. Huh. Handle with the steam. Handle with a bloodied steam bunny bun? Do I have an option to give this back? A steamed bunny one in the shape of a bun in the shape of a bunny. In a lunch, it is impossible to tell where the blood comes from. Why would I give him the bloodied one? Because we have another NPC we can give this to as well, up here. Oh, she's not here this time. Her quest is altered as well. Like the old woman that we meet very early on, if you refuse to help her, or rather, if you refuse to give the very obviously suspicious item to her, then she ends up at the refugee camp. But this time we gave it to her. I guess I'll be giving that to you then. I think he just teaches you an emote with this. Okay, maybe not. Oh yeah, remember what I was saying, that the game like really hints as to where NPCs and everything are? This candle over here, this specific candle type, not these ones. These ones are environmental, but this one over here, if you see one of these, it usually means there's an NPC that's gonna move there at some point in the game. And if you head down there, there should be an enemy that's red-eyed and going crazy. I might actually die to this one. Interesting. I don't think I've seen him say that before. Let's heal up just in case. He's pretty strong too. And very difficult to get close, because if you are nearby with that move, you die instantly. Ow. And as you can see, those projectiles follow you for ages. His moveset's less aggressive than I remember. And he staggers a lot easier too. One of the difficult parts of the fight before was that he almost never staggered. Calm down. Okay, they definitely made that fight a lot easier. I had so much trouble with this. enemy. Mainly because he wouldn't stagger at all. It was never safe to approach him. At least not with a light weapon. At the end of the day, I managed to beat him with an axe. And if you head over here, you're gonna run into one of the inner demons that spawn, guaranteed spawn. Just wait for my... Do I have enough magic? I do. Whoa. Oh, come on. Okay, this is the way we are actually supposed to go, but I'm gonna go to the optional area first. This will lead you to that temple over there, Zhenwu Temple, and that's our objective, because we heard that the second chisel is over there. Oh, the Gwendolyn Madam is... we've already finished. The area that we came from, the boss that I was fighting yesterday, that was actually the final area. And I sort of did her quest as well. I ended up killing the NPCs that we meet in that area for her. Or rather, she does it. If you tell her about the NPCs, she just goes and kills them off screen.
Child, your arm. The feathering has taken hold, has it not? Zhenwu Temple has fallen to rebels. No medicine remains. Hide here, in camp, lest they seize you as well. The temple was once bursting with activity. The kind Taoists tended to so many. But now, how swiftly times have changed. The temple now.
Yeah, like we theorized on our first run, if you did not head to the boss door, and if you went up to the castle in Cloudspire, you can speak with the madam. And if you were doing the quests at that point, you have the option to... initially, you don't have the option, but after helping the children in the town, right? The Yonder Gang, who gives you all those caps. These animal caps, right? After helping them, you can find the item that she's searching for. The butler will then task you with delivering those items to her, and if you give it to her, she'll thank you and just gives you like a contaminated piece of mercury, which is a unique item. Interestingly enough, this one. At that point, you have the option of telling her that the butler is helping the young children, and if you do, she gets livid, right? She's not happy that the butler is helping these children who are rebelling against her. And the next time you load into that area, there's like this one strong enemy there who's presumably killed every one of them. a bit of a gruesome fate. You can also send one of the children to another destination to find his master instead of joining up with the rest of his gang. And if you do that, he's in the mining shaft, and he's been, when you come across him, he's been experimented on by his master. Also dead. Like, you end up with their tokens letting you know that, hey, they are both dead. And interestingly enough, these tokens, right? Glitz token and matchstick token, it says that it might serve as proof of someone's departure. But I don't know if you can give this to any other NPC, because I have not found an NPC you can give it to. And I'm wondering if instead of rebelling against, if instead of telling the madam, you still followed the bad end of matchstick and glute, you could probably give it to the one child that was alive as proof. Though I kind of don't want to do that, because I feel like really bad for turning them in. I'm not someone who traditionally likes evil playthroughs. I'm usually the one who takes the paladin option in most stuff.
Ah, you've done great deeds in Cloudspire, and gained my respect in kind. I thought that things would improve with Ainunchi's demise, but this place is as damned as it ever was. Alas, what more can I do?
I'm also doing something a bit different with his quest. The initial part, I sort of outed him as a fake. This time, I did not let him know that I know that he was faking it. And last time, I said nothing. I remained silent, but this time I'm going to say nothing.
Ah, who cares? Complaining won't do a thing. Ah, the world's second strongest warrior won't be giving up so easily. I'll return with enough game for all to feast upon.
Yeah, it does seem like actually saying nothing is the better option. It seems to give him more confidence.
Ah, the world's second strongest warrior won't...
Because last time, as the quest went on, he sort of started becoming depressed.
Huh? Begone! If it be food you seek, go find your own.
A couple of side NPCs who aren't really helpful. Check that after we talk to Mahales over here.
Greetings. The name's Magalhães.
Magalhães.
I've come all the way from
Magalhães.
Portugal to spread the word of our Lord.
Magalhães.
I journeyed here with another missionary, Bulio. But he lost his way, deceived by the devil's tricks. He held a belief that those adorned with feathers were messengers from the heavens. Such blasphemy. I tried to bring him back to the righteous path, but I failed. In the process, I lost my medicine case. If you happen upon Bulio, please tell him to return to me. The Lord will forgive him. Allah, what else can I do for you?
Now, these two characters, Magalhães and Buglio, I do believe are actual, like, real-world characters, like real-world missionaries who came to China at that time. And as you can see, we picked up his medicine case. Like, they had a falling out because Buglio believes that people who are feathering are from divinity, right? Although that isn't the case later on as the quest progresses. This is a bit of a confusing quest because I don't quite know how this ends, or rather if it has a proper end, right? You follow it, Buglio eventually realizes that, hey, these guys are not divinity, they're, like, he calls them devils at the end. But this guy, you sort of find him in a grave in the initial area, and he's just inside the grave praying, and there's nothing else you can do to interact with him there. I have no idea what it's indicating there.
Oh, my medicine case. Thank you so much. May the light always guide you. Please, take this as a sign of my gratitude. It's miraculous for healing wounds. Allah, what else can I do for you?
Nothing else. Like, that's all he'll say. Like, all through the quest, he'll give you those constant items, like really good healing items. But at the end, he just lies in that one grave and won't even say anything. He'll just be praying to himself. I do believe it's a grave that is made by the boatman. And as you can see, Wukong and Tao Ching over here.
Ah, my friend.
Also
It's
moving
been a
here from the
long
Zhenwu
time
Temple.
since we last met. Ah, the feathering and worships rise. It's spreading like wildfire. I had to flee before I ended up like the afflicted. Luckily, I managed to escape with a few villagers I knew. This camp, it's humble, but at least we're safe. For now, it's a place to call home. Business is rough these days. If you happen to come upon anything of value, don't hesitate to come to me.
Just gonna
What
sell
treasures do you have for me today?
all our
Let
soul
me make an
items
assessment.
to him. Because these actually give like a considerable amount of souls that we can use to
Nothing
get.
good comes cheap, you know.
Same for Wukong over here. We can probably talk to him to get a bit of a unique dialogue.
Well, if it ain't the little lady herself. Let me guess, you heard about the rebel camp nearby and thought you'd score some loot, right? If you do find something valuable, don't forget your old pal, yeah? Come back soon, you hear?
Yeah, 2 points. Not too bad. Just invest it into... Oh, well, let's go over to our spear tree that I've been neglecting a bit. Get these points. The vitality... No, not the vitality one. Maybe the endurance one. Getting more stamina doesn't hurt. But I guess vitality is the only one left though now. Just gonna rest here at the temple for a bit. Enter the dream. Yeah, I think that's about everything we can do at the refugee camp for now. Because these are both like shortcuts that we need to unlock. This is from a side path to Zhenwu Temple. Like, both of these are side paths to Zhenwu Temple. The one over there should be the shortcut from the Avian Marsh that we'll sort of need to unlock if you want to talk to some other NPCs. I'm gonna have to do that. And one of the primary reasons why you want to do the optional area is because of that too. Okay, gonna run over to where the white-robed elder was and continue on. I know we refused his offer to sort of like, take care of him when he dies, but you know. Tattered paper. Did I get that before? A rough pattern made with blood, seemingly by a child. A child and their family keep eschewed from a faraway land. Their only wish is now to return home. Yet, with unrest ravaging the land, such a simple wish may come at a hefty price. Yeah, okay. That's sort of your hint, letting you know that the Jar Kid is moving wherever there's a boat. You know what? Before we head into the Avian Marsh, I am gonna take a small break. Be right back. Alright, and back. Let's actually head down here. And hopefully we can get to the Bull Sorceress before the end of our stream tonight. It's a pretty big area though, all things considered. I think we'll also keep going with the one-handed sword motif. You know, let me check. Oh, you know, never mind. There should be a shrine here somewhere. I want to check whether there are any other NPCs we can talk to. I did not check the teleport menu before we left. And your first encounter with an avian right here. What? Oh. Those smaller enemies actually hitting me. Use our Lotus Flame for a bit. See if we can get a stagger on her. Oh, it does stagger. Should have dealt with the other enemies before we engaged him. Getting despair from the Lotus Flame is like really good. Oh, it's you. You are what's giving me despair. Not a good way to start off the area, but we somehow managed to survive, all things considered. I'll take that as a win. Let's also use our Firefly Lantern. Make things a bit more visible. Yeah. Oh, that dog actually managed to bite me in that situation. Making sure we get all the items in the area. So it's a big open field with a lot of items to find, but other than that there's really like not too much of a threat if you discount that one avian enemy that you encounter, and you sort of need to beat him if you want the upgrade materials for stuff on your first playthrough. I think there are two paths over here. The Avian Marsh is one of those places that's very easy to get lost. Although, I feel like I have a good sense of where to go now. Let's take care of her from a distance. And one-handed sword, again proving how superior it is. And if you look over there, you'll have that one Lotus enemy that's trying to shoot you. And all we have to really do is just wait and get our MP back. The Lotus spell is kind of annoying to dodge. Because you have to go through it to get the point. And if it's a little too high, you're not going to get the perfect dodge. Magic point. Now we can use fire against fire. Probably one-shot him. Yep. Allowing us to safely go down without any problems and activate the shrine down here. Really different feel from the original game, but with the lower stagger threshold. Getting a lot of EXP now. Not leveling up too much before, but now getting quite a bit. I might just increase our feathering to balance everything out. Though I feel like our current build is like working out like really well for us. It's not the strongest, but it is the most versatile build. That enemy over there coming to attack us. Or not, he's just moving, I guess. He's moving. There was a dog enemy here too. Not seeing it though. Like, was that a unique dog enemy? I don't remember that dog being there. Yeah, completely different feel now. Use some lightning spells. I haven't used those in a while. Like really far to try and grab me. Just realizing that my lantern has... You know what? Let's keep our lantern switched off for now. It's also, since the game has generously given it here, equip ourselves with a breaking flying dagger, because we're going to need these in a bit. I'm going to come across a very large clam. I think it's that one, and like if you try to take it, it'll just pop out and try to eat you. Yep, it is that one. You know what, let's just hit it with our favorite, the Lotus Flame Spell. Get it to pop out. Oh my god, that actually killed it. Wow, okay. Lotus Flame proving to be like really, really good, and that gives us the Pearl Pendant, which I do believe is a bullet. Yeah, increases the power of bullets. I know there's a bit of a joke where magic is the easy mode of the game, and in most Souls games, and it's kind of proving to be true here too. What is your distance? Can you travel to that guy over there? I know Lotus Flame is like really long. Nope, it didn't. We weren't able to get him. Might need equipment with better blight resistance. Getting dangerously close to getting blighted here. Another Firefly lantern. And some lantern fruit. You have a ton of those too. I never quite used the items that give you power. Got it. Keep an eye on your head, apparently. Again, as I was saying, I never used the items that actually give you stamina restoration. Probably ought to use them eventually. Those folks over there protecting the Blightful ability. The Blight Benediction Stone. Let's go up here and make sure we get the shortcut before we deal with that one enemy. This is the way to go, I think, to proceed, but I'm gonna run up here and head to the second checkpoint in the area, because there is a second checkpoint, which is blocked by that little giant shell thing. Which we can take care of easily by just getting magic from their very slow-moving oracle of bubbles, or he's shooting it a lot faster. It is a lot faster. Or you can just throw flying daggers at it to pretty much just get rid of it. Okay, the Lotus Flame Soul is proving to be like really good here. I never realized it was this good. Who's attacking me? Oh, you too. Considering we killed possibly your elder, I understand your sentiment. And with that, I'm gonna put stuff into the feathering tier. Slowly increase our feathering impairment in a very balanced set of stats. hear like little jingling of bells somehow. Oh, it's that guy over there. Oh, him. Hey, even with one-handed sword, I'm just wrecking his defenses now. There should be a ladder here somewhere? Or do I just fall down there? I think you can take this item without falling down. Yep, you can. Some crystallized red mercury. But there is indeed a ladder here that would take you down there and allow you to fight against your inner demon once more. I'm also gonna put on the jar equipment here, where if I can find it. Because I think I heard someone say that wearing this actually allows you to hear a different sort of dialogue from the inner demons. Lotus Flame against Lotus Flame. We're just gonna win. Well, mine is a bit faster than yours, so unfortunately for you. Where is the ladder? I'm pretty sure there was a ladder here. Or do I need to be actually fall down? Sort of proc it to appear or something. Alright, fine, we'll do it. Lightning, not so effective. Inner demons are still strong. She's being affected by paralysis? Okay, not corruption. I thought for a moment that was corruption. If you can get Lotus Flame off, it will make things a bit easier. Blighted. Where's my blight stuff? Let's also put that in our healing items, my quick slots. Just in case, right? No need to deal with the oyster this time, you can probably just run up here. Interestingly enough, this enemy, I was waiting for him to sort of come up. having my own spear technique used and actually getting mocked by pointing down is a funny thing to happen. Oh, the Lotus Spell didn't lock onto her. Very long combo. just the mockery over there. Sort of understanding her basic combo now. Although she kind of does things differently if you are a little too close to her. Lotus Flame, thank you. Oh, I didn't even realize that I was about to die. Thought I had enough HP. Not too difficult a combo to deal with, especially if you have Spear Well. Although Spear Well is not giving me time to counterattack. Just dodging and poking her might be the way to go, especially when she does the little spin move. But if you are too close, she does seem to use the heavy attack. The spear to sort of retreat. Walking on something so far away. Spear Well is coming in like really handy here. Interesting. At the end there, I was going like really aggressive because I thought her AI would prioritize healing herself, but it feels like if you interrupt the healing once, she just goes back on the offensive. Steam Bunny Bun, and with that we have got all our souls back and probably another level. I was wearing the jar to see whether it said anything different, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. So is it just me, or is the EXP I'm getting actually increasing now? I do feel like I'm getting a lot more. Is that what the jar does? Fucking that one extra level. Give ourselves some feathering. We didn't need to use that, but thought I'd use my bolt heart stacks to get a maximum magic. And if you go up, you actually realize they're showing you the shortcut from the other side, letting you know that, hey, if you get there, just look out for the ladder. Heading up will put you at the Avian Nest. Which is a bit of a nasty place if you're not careful. I'm hearing a bird. Oh right, this is below. It's giving us the alternative route to reach that shortcut that I was talking about. Speaking funny button. I have a lot of those healing items this time since we're not using them at all. Over there, and another one over here. Almost looked like the normal person until it was trying to transform me. Revenge for all the times you shot me from afar while I was not on the one-handed sword build to deal with your nonsense. Oh, there's an item over there. I don't think we can reach it from here though. Can we? Ah, this is the way we came. Interesting. Did I pick that up before? I have no clue. I don't remember my first run at all. And like I said before, the Avian Marsh is like really confusing. One of the few areas where I generally felt a bit lost. Oh, I didn't mean to use the Lotus Flame. I meant to use the lightning. Guess it works out. It's a dead end. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is where I sniped this fellow. I think last time too. I just used plume branches and magic to deal with him. What's up, King? Why are you cursing me? What have I done this time? I am innocent, I swear. Oh, come on. I just realized it actually placed it back here. We have to run back all the way. Nope, wrong way. That was a bit of a one-way shortcut that placed you back here. It's interesting you say that you can see me stream. I thought I was online on Discord. And I think I set up my Twitch notifications too, to let you guys know that I'm going live. Well, I guess you're more on YouTube than Twitch, so it makes sense. Yeah, we're gonna have to run back all that way. At least we can pick up this item that I missed. Which is probably a mercury shoot. Yep. So you're back on Valheim? Alright, Valheim got some new content, right? That is true. That's one game that a lot of people have been telling me to try, and I have not yet gone around to trying it. If you're playing it, I might just jump in too. But I'm a little too occupied with Wuchang at the moment. Like, I'm so obsessed with this game. I don't quite know what to say. I'm really enjoying this as a Souls-like. Only new mobs? I thought that was like an entire new area and new bosses and everything. Okay, this time we gotta make sure we don't drop down ways we don't need to go. Or maybe I just do need to drop down here. Like, there doesn't seem to be any other path over here. You know what, you can take one of my Lotus points again. Just cheese you from a distance. Like all good Souls likes. A secure base. You're not gonna tell me you're making... You know, I remember you playing Once Human. And you were like, I'm very proud of my base. Let me show you. I went over there and you pretty much made a building. An apartment complex with multiple floors and turrets all over the place. So yes, you saying you're making a base... a base camp. And I'm like, are you really making a base camp? Now, I must admit, I was like really impressed when I saw that. I saw your base in Once Human. I'm curious what you would do in a game like Palworld, right? Because the building there is like really good too. Okay, now I'm just feeling a bit lost. We should probably be going the other way. Hit the checkpoint, hit that one nasty looking enemy over here, and then continue on. Valheim. So many games like that these days, right? You have V-Rising even, right? V-Rising, Palworld, Enshrouded. All those games that have those base building and survival mechanics. Get ourselves some magic points, because dealing with that enemy is a bit of a nuisance. We could probably just Lotus Flame to death over here, right? Or use our Golden Scepter spell. Get the spear. You know what? I didn't even need to use my sphere on you. Magic truly is the cheese of Souls-likes. I'm hearing a hint bird. Yeah, you're over here. What are you hinting at? Should I be falling down here or what? Yeah, I should be falling down here. That's the hint that you're telling me. Because that will allow us to come up from that side and avoid being ambushed by this guy over here. It's gonna take care of you. Shoot a bolt of lightning over there. And then we'll drop down. Follow the hints. There's a shortcut over there. No, this might be too high. It might just be indicating the shortcut to me, not a drop-down point. Oh. Did the game crash? It did crash. Oh my god, that's... something went wrong with the system software. It's been so long since I had a crash on PlayStation, right? Oh, what? Okay, you're still functioning in the background. What? Okay. That was weird. I was expecting a full game crash, but apparently that was not the case. Yeah, okay. Well, if you are... I mentioned this to a lot of other people, right? If you are thinking of getting this game on PC, just don't. PC has even a rougher time than PlayStation. And they've been applying patches to make it better, but there's still like areas that are like really, really nasty. These snow areas in particular, like even on PlayStation, it hangs a lot. Just stutters, then freezes. Still playing it though, because I enjoy it. I've never crashed in the Avian Marsh before though, so I think that's a bug with the latest patch, maybe? I'm looking for a way to drop down there, in case you're wondering. Maybe just from here. Yep, there we go. Bamboozling. Oh, come on. The lock-on changed. I couldn't get it. Getting hit by the trap changed the lock-on. Oh, there's the shortcut. The way I was actually supposed to drop. The little nest over here. Pretty sure there's an item above us too. Sort of searching for where that nest is, right? It was around here. Yeah. And because if you take this item, it's going to drop you into the nest. And lead you to that little alternate path. And you're actually damaging me for taking the item. Wow, okay. Thanks, game. Fall damage. Who needs it? Okay, this is a trap. Or not? Okay. Never mind, it was not a trap. Now, whenever I see an item, I'm thinking trap. There's two of you in here. Okay, fine. Let's start off with our strongest spell. Not the spell I intended to use there, but it worked out pretty well. Yeah, that was what I wanted to use. Okay, you... Calm down. Oh, come on. Wondering if I should have used Lotus Flame there. That's a bit of a run back too. Like, we're gonna have to run all the way through back up there. Should have been more careful. It's kind of funny, right? On my first run, I made it through that area. No problem. Because I was a lot more careful. This time, however, since I'm rushing through, I'm actually dying a lot more. Oh, I almost procced Despair. And let me change our stab one to the healing one. Avoid healing each and every time. It's gonna be a bit minuscule since my HP is a bit higher than usual. But hey, better than nothing. I also think I went the wrong way. Yep. Completely went the wrong way. We should be heading back to where we came from. It's interesting how that spell was capable of one-shotting that enemy, the same type of enemy, but it wasn't capable of doing that in the room with two of them. Makes me think I might have casted it a little too early and missed. I kind of want to see if we can get the bamboo sling down here. There we go. Another item over here. Where are you gonna drop me? You don't... Oh, that took a while. Oh, that was just death. Interesting. That's why it took a while. It was like, it usually drops you to a secret path or something, so I'm just gonna wait on it. Then it just dropped me right into death. Okay, back here again. This time, however, we won't need to go after the bamboozling, so we can just run up the slope. Although now that I think about it, that was showing me that little path that I missed before. There's a secret path here on the lower level, I believe, that you can sort of use divine crests to figure out. Yeah, just follow the divine crests. Get that one item. Kind of scary just being around here. So I kind of wonder if you're meant to survive that fall, because this is where I kind of died. Or maybe the death was just meant to show you the divine seals, to let you know that, hey, there's a bit of a secret down here. If you want to go check it out the next time you revive. I can't believe we got enough EXP level again. The Avian Marsh is really giving us a lot. I haven't been able to level too much since we get on to NG+, other than just using the extra soul items we get from picking up doubles in chests. Okay, not what I intended to do. I didn't mean to drag both of you out here. Let's run away and deal with one of them. Also, not the spell I intended to use. I was gonna use the Golden Scepter spell. Oh no. I'll be honest, I was not expecting to get stuck in this area. Especially since we made it so easily last time. What irks me more is that we died to just positioning. I mean, yeah, I did. I died because I fell. That's why. Positioning. Luckily, you are killing a lot of feathered enemies here, so you're not blocking any sort of madness demons. See, the thing with Night King is that I made through this entire area on my first playthrough, like, really easily. Because I was being, like, really careful and all, right? But now, to get stuck here, it just feels weird. And yeah, I fell at this spot. Let's buff our spells a bit, and hopefully I'll get enough to cast Golden Scepter. Yeah, I did. Once more. Take care of one of you here. Or not. Yeah, you're kind of tanky compared to the other one. Oh wow, okay. And both of you are coming out. Not ideal. I want to just risk it and try and kill one of them. Okay, let's get back into a bit of an open area so I can deal with you. What was making it more difficult was that there were two of them and you were fighting on the narrow platform. I remember learning these guys' movesets just because they were kind of annoying. Did you get like a really bad seed at the start? Is that why you're having a tough time? So what did we pick up? A secret letter, a bloodied secret letter. Rebel orders. This one, right? Liu Wenju has secured the relic and will soon perform the ritual at Zhenwu Temple. Liu Wenju? Who's Liu Wenju? This concludes my report. I will wait your command. Oh right, that's the lightning general. So letting you know that, hey, yeah, you need to head to Zhenwu Temple to get the next chisel. A little shortcut here so that we can avoid those annoying enemies the next time.
Still on my tail, are you? Taste my blade. This is for my fallen brethren.
Oh wow, you... You kind of need to get close to hit me first. Your fallen brethren are not too happy with you just swinging away there.
Zhenwu.
Oh, raising the ground makes some places uneven. And that's a problem with giving players like freedom control, right? It just, on terrain like that, it's very annoying for a lot of us when it's not exactly the way you intended to. This is a trap. Yeah, those things are gonna fall on my head, aren't they? Oh no, I'm gonna die here. Yep. I forgot about you. Well, I did not forget. I just didn't think I'd die so soon. There's an enemy way across the ledge that will cast curse on you, and that just one-shots you immediately. Thankfully, we've opened up a bit of a shortcut. do the days in Valheim matter? Like, isn't it just progress based when the bosses will attack you? Well, at least that was my impression, right? That the bosses only attack you based on based on how many days you spend in. No, not days. The bosses are in certain locations, and you sort of need to progress to those locations to attack for them to attack you. Or is it more like Terraria, or Don't Starve, where after a while the bosses just come to your base? Boss based? As in, they come to you, or... I think I might have not been too clear on what I was saying. I mean, are the bosses, like, after a certain number of days pass, do the bosses spawn near you, which is kind of similar to Don't Starve? Or do you need to go to a certain area to fight the boss? That's what I mean. Where did we unlock that shortcut? I don't want to go through those two enemies again. I think it's over here. Ah, okay, yeah, so you have to go to the bosses. That makes more sense. Right, I kind of need to change our equipment here, because this little area is hitting us with despair. So I kind of want to keep the jarhead thing, right? Because it says it might produce some surprising effects, and I don't know what that means. Problem is, the jarhead actually drops our despair to like -40, and that despair buildup is like really, really dangerous. So, okay, I'm going to change you, at least for this area, and then once we get rid of the enemy that's building up despair, I'll change back to you, just because I'm not sure what you do. And I kind of want to figure you out. Let's look for equipment that's good against despair. You have anything else which higher despair count? The light equipment is usually what's best, right? Corruption, no, despair. Yeah, light equipment seems to be... Wait, oh, okay, yeah, I know the perfect set, the consort set. It has like very little defense, but the best stat resistance is like 240 for all your stats. That's what you're looking for. But it has like abysmal defenses in return for that. Such a huge difference though. We went from being almost one shot for like around 10 seconds or so to just being able to survive this for a lot longer. Weird. I thought there was an enemy here too. Okay, there you are. Oh, I'm getting cursed here too. You pop down when I take this item, huh? Okay. Thankfully, spears can stagger you now, so I don't need to worry about dealing with you too much, unlike before. The light even reaching us over here. Now, having the consort set is like such a blessing. Just so you can avoid all the nasty status effects. No, you. This is also one of those areas with multiple paths, and one of those will lead to our healing gourd improvement. Yeah, if you drop down there, you get to a little area that improves your healing gourd, and if you go up here, you can progress a bit more. With a bit of a strong enemy waiting for you at the end. Ow. He's okay, there he is, yep. Oh, your combo hadn't finished. You know, for the basic spear, the red tassel spear, I mean, it is the basic of the basic ones. Like the first spear you get in the game, the skill is awfully good. Oh, so this is where you get the crane pendant. The crane pendant is like, I'm not sure why, but for some reason the crane pendants seems to be doing a lot more damage when you use it properly, right? But the problem with the crane pendant is that you need to lower your HP to like 30% to actually use it. But the potency of the spells you get from the crane pendant feels a lot more than any other pendant. Finally dealt with that enemy. Intruder beware, heed these words and flee while you still draw breath. Guided by the enlightened, they erected this altar. Human sacrifices nourish their twisted deities. From their hanging coffins they rise, taking to the skies to soar into the forest and gather into settlements. The bird creatures that haunt these woods, ascended bow people there are. Game sort of giving you more context as to what is happening. We didn't quite know what these meant, but now we have an idea of what's going on. Yeah, originally the people who were here, the bow, came out from their coffins and made little settlements in the Avian Marsh. And I think the bow magus might actually be the one who was responsible for, like, the human sacrifice thing. Or at the least it feels like she was. Feather Pearl. I think there are a couple of enemies who dropped down on you over here somewhere. There you are. Oh. Oh, I thought it missed. It just killed them outright. Oh, I thought there were two of you, not one. Pretty much just letting you know that these enemies are the bone, the avians. Oh wow, that explosion hit me. I ended up using the Lotus Flame there while I was trying to use the lightning. Almost killed myself. And I know you are here too. On guard. Oh, I missed. Still missing. Okay. Oh, come on. This is gonna kill me. Well, at least it did not kill me. You might be a good experiment for the lightning spell. Not that one, the other one. The square one. Yeah, you take a lot of damage with that. Okay. Yeah, and if you are not sure where they get red mercury from, this is more or less letting you know that, hey, there's some sort of human sacrifice involved with making that immortal liquid that makes people stronger. We got a generous amount of souls now that I think about it. I'm gonna shift back to the jar and the pirate clothes now. No need to wear the status persisting ones since we pretty much just eliminated everything that's causing status effects to us over here. Gonna run back all the way we came because I saw that I left some items back there. It's probably just consumables, but hey, might as well, right? Yep. It's actually consumables to help you deal with the despair buildup over here. And this is just a drop from the enemy. Bit of a valuable item to be on the side of the road there. Soul grass. It's a full heal in the game. Okay, let's get our bearings. That's the way to the avian nest. Feel like there's another shortcut around here somewhere. Or maybe it's just a general feeling, because that leads to the tomb. You have to go to the avian nest before we can find a shortcut. The oyster enemies just hanging out at the top. I think I missed them. They are very susceptible to poise break if you are so inclined. Okay, not the slow one intended to use. Yeah, that's the silver girl on that enemy.
I want to
I do believe there's sort of an NPC here you can talk to. And that particular help that you heard never managed to save the fellow, but I'm gonna try by attacking from a distance. Okay, delayed. Oh, I think that spell might have killed him. Because if you come over here, you'd find him sort of trying to fight that feathered enemy. Alright, here's the NPC we can talk to. Unfortunately, we cannot rescue her.
Child, how did you come to be here? A few days ago, I went to the woods in search of herbs, but I came upon a bird-like monster, seizing people from every direction. These weary bones could not outrun them. They dragged me hither amidst their foul nests. This must be their wretched den. Those who were caught alongside me have been devoured one by one. I fear my turn shall soon come. Child, my days are numbered. That bird-like monster lurks nearby. Do not fret for me. Flee while you still can.
Interesting. Yeah, but that NPC letting you know that, hey, everyone who's been in this vicinity has been kidnapped by the avians and are being used to... She's saying they're being devoured, but from what my understanding is, they're actually being sort of used as fuel to make red mercury. And unfortunately, we can't break her out or save her. She's not an NPC we can save. Yeah, I remember you. You got me last time. Here we go. Here's one of our shortcuts. And if you wanted revenge on this particular enemy for shooting you while you're trying to get down the ladder, that would be your chance. Yeah, now that I think about it, there are a lot of cages here, and these probably held a lot of humans that were used as sacrifices to make red mercury. Well, at least it feels like that's the case. And here is where you discover that there's actually more than one faction of avian people, right? You've been facing one of these guys, but then the good avians come in and start a fight. If you... Well, I'm not sure if these guys are good or just crazy. Surprisingly, this time it feels like it's a lot more uneven, because I remember this batch actually taking each other out. You didn't even have to interfere before, but now I think with the changes with the latest patch, these guys are, oh, where did you come from? Are a lot stronger. It's not an ideal place to fight you. It's too narrow. Yep. That was what I was worried about. I got a bit greedy once I realized that you can stagger them with the one-handed sword now. Something you weren't able to do before. But luckily, that's the point where we unlock the shortcut, so it's right above the shrine. Not too much of a run back. Oh, might as well get that extra level. Put that into feathering as well. Now, one of the bosses I like the most, the optional boss here, right? The bow sorceress is one of my favorites. I didn't manage to no-hit her during my first run, but I did spend quite a bit of time learning her. Just because she felt a bit more challenging than the other ones. Like next to Hong Lan, I feel like she was the most challenging. Oh, I didn't pick up my swords. Thank you. Let's make sure we interrupt the little duel that happens here. So that we only have to deal with one of them now. Yeah, the other enemies are a lot weaker than I remember. Because it used to be a lot closer between these two factions. If you guys don't mind, I'm just gonna run over here, pick up the items. Don't mind me. Bronze armor. Did I have that before? Okay, that's an item you can give to Wuchang. Have fun, you two. Okay, you're making it a bit more difficult for yourself by sort of building it near the water too, or is it better to actually build near the water? Like, is fishing involved in this game? I hear a bamboozling. And this giving us access to a shrine over here. And this character. Since we're doing an evil run, I have to actually agree with the character over here this time. Like, she'll ask you whether you agree it's better to sacrifice the weak or something. I mean, I turned evil again. I've been intending for an evil playthrough this whole time. Like, she's very obviously the NPC that takes you to the evil route, right? Because she asks stuff like this.
The downfall of mortals is the primordial deity's punishment. The fact that you're still standing means you're chosen. Either way, I was sent here by the primordial deity himself. Yet, the people remain blind to his will. Their ignorance has led to nothing but war and suffering. Tell me, if sacrificing the worthless could save the world, would you do it?
Oh no, I want a good run on the final run, right? On the final run I do for the game. And probably the one that I'll try to do at level 1 by resetting everything. With level 1 no equipment, no hit runs. The challenge run, it ought to be the good ending. So for this one, I'm gonna agree that sacrificing the worthless.
Good. Then follow my words, and I'll use that resolve to help lift your curse.
Divine blessing. Very, very obviously the evil character. That was not an item I got before, though. Was that even an item or a spell? It is a spell. Summon an ancient magical circle within which one recovers HP. She has a healing spell? You get the healing spell from being on the wrong side? Wow, okay. $100%. I'm 100% she's evil, right? Because from what I can tell, because we've already played through the game once, right? We know that she's the one who sort of bring out the avian people, force them to sacrifice everyone, and she's the one that sort of made the entire forest that we came across before, Doom Willow Beach. She's the one who cursed it by infusing it with red mercury. And her dialogue is like, okay, pretty much just letting you know that, hey, do you accept that killing the weak, sacrificing the weak is the way to do things? And I feel like that's a very obvious tell that she's evil. Not to mention the good character of the game, or the good aligned characters, outright tell you that you have to deal with her. Where does this lead to? Is this the way I came up? No, this is not the way I came up. You are a red-eyed enemy, aren't you? There's an enemy down there on the side that's gonna attack me if I... Let's deal with you first. kick you out of existence. Oh, that missed. Yeah, I've gotten a lot better at dealing with you guys compared to my first playthrough. Mainly because I've had so much trouble with them. They're the bane of my existence. The game is kind of good in that sense. Like, and this is like really good game design, right? Whenever a game introduces a new enemy type, they'll usually introduce only one of that enemy type. And they do this because it allows you to practice on that one enemy and learn their moveset. Oh, okay, there you are here again. Ow. Getting up a bit. No, no. Oh, come on, I died from that height? I can't believe it. Well, at least we once again have a checkpoint nearby. That height almost looks like you can survive it. I'm dying more for falls in this run through the Avian Marsh than my last time. Oh yeah, it's because now these guys can't kill the enemy too, right? Before, they actually succeed in sort of softening the enemy up. The thing is now they attack me. I can't be dying to an ordinary bandit, sorry. I think there are like 2 rebels here if you go.
Shadows. Hush, be still. We barely vanquished this bird creature. Do not draw more.
And if you look over here, you see a suspicious ladder. You don't need to look too far, because very obviously there's that hidden bird over there, letting you know there's a second path down here. almost to the boss. I think it's just around this corner and you go down. That's pretty much basically where the boss is. And this is where we get the wind shot spell. But before we run into the clearing that very obviously looks like a boss area, we're gonna hit the shortcut. And it is actually possible for you to fall off that log. And I'm gonna teleport back to the refugee camp, stow all our soul items, and oh, and I can actually talk to Nian Xie over here. I didn't even realize that. I think he might be on the other side though. Yeah, you kind of need to go through the Avian Marsh. He's... I think on... yeah, across the bridge. You can... maybe you can see him? Yeah, you can see him over there. Yeah, he was one of those NPCs which I spent a long time looking.
Do you have for me today?
Because I didn't know that
Let me make an assessment.
the game would actually put him behind one of those. Alright. I'm not trying to buy stuff from you, I'm trying to sell stuff
do you have for me? What treasures do you have for me today? Let me make an assessment.
So what I'm gonna
Nothing
do
good comes cheap.
is sell all those, get our level if we can get a level, and then use all our souls and consume all the leftover souls. And instead of feathering, I'm going to remove the feathering here as well. Nope, not you. Gotta put all this into magic. And use the leftover souls on Wuchang over here to buy stuff.
Got some new stuff for ya.
No, we're lacking. Interestingly enough, the Topaz Lowered Steel that alleviates poise breakup, I've never used this. Not many enemies actually inflict you with poise breakup. Purple Camellia have a lot. Sapphire, no need. Fire Lotus, also no need. Mind is pretty useful. Even Spicy Soup is useful. Like, I've been spending all my extra souls on making sure we have like 100 daggers. Because we're gonna be fighting a boss soon. And I'm gonna lose all my souls anyway, so might as well, right? Might as well. Just stock up on all the items you can.
Come back soon, you hear?
And with that, we can go take a look at the bow sorceress, though I don't think I'll spend tonight fighting her. It's already kind of late, and tomorrow is a work day, so... I must admit, I don't quite know what she's weak against. Something to check in the future. Lightning, I don't think is too well against her. This... She doesn't really give you a lot of opportunities to backstab her. I mean, cast longer spells, but backstab might be a way to go. Do I want to go with fire or frost? That's the question. Let's go with frost for now. Let's see how she handles it. And can I equip the Echo of Xiaoyun? It's a very strong spell, but it has an extremely strong, long cast time too. And yeah, gonna take a look at the bow sorceress and then just call it for the night. She is an amazing boss.
The wheel of fate turns beyond our eyes. In this timeless illusion, where does our true path lie?
At last! You've come before me.
Huh, she used a different move.
Start fall! Be gone!
I'm not getting any backstabs on her with the two-handed swords.
I shall cleanse all! A mere mortal thinks to best me.
Yes, it is the water boss. She's actually one of my favorites in this game. Interestingly enough, I'm using the Echo of Ditanga spell to try and get some backstabs, but it doesn't seem like I can do it with this. Seems like it takes a bit longer to hit than other weapons, right? So one-handed sword might not be the way to go if you're trying to get like a run without getting hit.
At last! You've come before me. I shall cleanse all! Be gone!
Yeah, I pretty much remember her moveset, so I can dodge it pretty easily.
Heaven's stars!
Except for that one. I'd forgotten the timing for that.
Be gone!
I swear they changed her tracking on some of these moves. And that's throwing me off. Because it used to be a lot easier to keep her in distance. Oh, I have a follow-up to that too. And why is the water spell so good at staggering people? Yeah, like when she did this spell and the other one, it was like very easy to sort of get a backstab on her. But now it doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe if I shift to like spear, still be a bit easier.
Let us test thy worth. Be gone! Arc and shadow. I shall cleanse all! Start full! Be gone!
Wow. Almost feels like they've changed it so that you no longer get like backstabs on her.
Start full!
Tracking on that is still weird though. Ow. Oh, then she had one more tornado?
A mere mortal thinks to best me.
Mere mortal things to best me. I gotta love this boss. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me today. It's already like midnight over here, so I'm gonna call it. Since I enjoyed this fight, I'm probably gonna no-hit this one as well. So, if anyone's watching, good night. I'm gonna call it. Here is Wuchang giving you a little celebratory pose, before I leave. Good night, everyone.